Friends, episode 20, going live in 3, 2. Cooking with Debbie and Friends.
Hi everybody.
Cooking with Debbie
Want me to dance?
and Friends. We'll make some good food, talk about marriage and parenting too. Self-care and budgeting and some recipes for life, yeah.
Cooking with Debbie and Friends. This is my big gesture.
I like that gesture, that looks nice.
Hi everybody. Sorry about that. I left a burner on. Hi everybody, how are you? I'll give you a chance to settle in and get something to drink, get a little snack. Hi Tony, nice to see you. Hi Denise.
Hey, Denise.
Denise says it already looks yummy. Look at her.
And Debbie. Sister and brother.
Evening, you two. Hi, Monica. Welcome to the special Father's Day week. Last Tuesday and today, we're doing special menus for Father's Day.
Right, and that's why I'm wearing my Father's Day shirt.
Is that why?
That is why.
Hola, BG Casas. Nice to see you here. So we're saluting dads all week with what we're doing. And then on Saturday, I am going to make his favorite, which is a German chocolate cake. I'm not a hero. I'm going to make it from a box. It's the one cake I can't master from scratch. I'm going to make it from a box. That being said, on Saturday, I'm going to do a little video about how to hack up your cake mix to make it taste home baked.
Even better.
Even better. You're going to need an extra egg. You're going to need butter, unsalted butter, and you're going to need
to make some room in your belly.
to make some room in your belly, and whole milk. So look for that on Saturday. We won't be live with it. It'll be a tape. So hi everybody. Thank you for coming today. Share this video or have a watch party. I'm so excited that you guys are here. Hi, Tammy. Nice to see you.
Oh my gosh, Kathy Lip.
What? We have a celebrity, Kathy Lip. If you haven't seen any of Kathy Lip's videos or read any of her books, literally life-changing.
Search for her.
Life-changing. Kathy Lip. Kathy with a Y, L-I-P-P. And
Kathy with an I.
Kathy with an I. I'm sorry. And you know what? Years ago, when we were both kind of doing stuff on marriage, she said, I think I'm going to go into the world of clutter-free. I'm like, girl, all right. And oh my gosh, she has just exploded in that world of clutter-free, whether you're trying to declutter your miscellaneous drawer, declutter your underwear drawer, or your garage, and she takes you step by step by step. So that is Kathy Lip and the Uncluttered Academy, I believe. If that's not how to say it, then please let us know.
And I have just a little bit of a confession to make, Kathy. Every single time I see you post your photos of the little red cabin in the woods, I think, oh my God, I'm just going to show up on her doorstep one of these days. It looks so beautiful. Look for Kathy Lip online.
Please do. Hey, Suzanne, nice to see you. I hope you had a good Zumba class today. You know, I sit there and I eat my Cheetos and I watch it. But hey, I'm tuning in. So I love that family is starting to say hi to other family members. Yeah. That's what this is about. It's like you're in our living room. Speaking of which...
Yeah.
We have somebody in our living room.
Yes, we sure do. Let's bring Pilar in on the... There she is.
What? Hello. There she is. She is on the orange couch. Yeah. On Cooking with Debbie and Friends. It's our studio audience. Everybody, yay! Studio audience. You need to make more noise than that.
Oh.
There you go. All right.
She's got a lav mic on, so not too loud, baby. Not your normal indoor voice.
Sorry. So if you have any questions, just shout them out over here.
Can we do ASMR?
Can we do what?
No. ASMR rib eating?
Yeah, just crunching on ice and stuff.
Actually, Pilar walked herself down to Sprouts yesterday and bought some things, and she made a Cooking with Debbie recipe. So that was cool.
The easiest one there is. Don't give me too much credit. It's just the pasta, the tomato, spinach, but I did add mushrooms, so I felt pretty bougie.
Well, that's what this show is all about, is for you to just kind of have a jump-off point and then do some things with your recipe. Change it up a little bit if you like. And especially in this age of COVID, if you don't have a certain kind of vegetable, swap it out for another. And while we're just a little bit about COVID, the weather is beautiful, but please remember, we still need to be washing up, sanitizing, and keeping our 6 feet of distance. So that's why Pilar is all the way in the other room. Diana says she loves the show and us guys. Oh. And Sandra Valls is here. Yay. Oh, and Sandra says, she says, yes, Asmer. So she knows.
And Yaya says hi. Richard says hi. Hello.
Hey, Peanut. That's your brother-in-law. Maria. Oh, Maria, I'm so glad to see you. Yeah, our ribs are going to be outstanding. So last Tuesday, or just a few days ago Tuesday, we made Sloppy Joes, and they were phenomenal. We had a lot of fun with them. You can switch out beef or chicken. You can have fun with your spices, whichever way you want to go. And we froze it up. It froze beautifully. So that's what we have. And
can we show the one that we got submitted?
Oh, yes, please do, because our friend RJ, who is part of RJ and Maria, he told Travis, he said, tater tots. I always have my Sloppy Joes with tater tots. So we started talking about it, and then we dug through 2 of our freezers to look for tater tots.
We found steak fries, but we didn't find any tater tots.
But we talked about it on the show, and let's show what happened.
So a friend of ours sent this in. This is Jack, a submission from Jack in Texas, of Jack and Suzanne. Little ditty about
Jack and Suzanne.
That's all we can do. Don't sing any more of that. We'll have to pay royalties. Okay, so that's from Jack. Look at that, you guys. The tater tots. See, this is what RJ was talking about.
Yeah.
That looks amazing.
Yeah.
So thank you for sending that in, Jack. Oh my God, I'm gonna make the tater tots this weekend and eat I saved a Sloppy Joe in the fridge.
And you know what's so funny is, those of you that know me as a stand-up, and I'm assuming most of you do, I talk about how easy it is to feed men, because men will eat anything. They don't even care. I work a lot in Vegas, and I used to work the cruise ships, and you'd see these men in buffet lines. They didn't even know what they were eating. They would just stand there so confused in front of dressings going, which one do I like? You like the ranch. Which one is the ranch? It's the white one. Okay. So they don't even... They are so low-key when it comes to food. They really are. And so they just want a lot of it, and they want it hearty. And I think they would rather have you sitting with them on the couch watching The Godfather or something.
Rather than stressing out in the kitchen, have her there next to you, so make an easier meal.
Yeah.
I don't care. And half of the people, most of the guys I know, they don't care.
Yeah.
Make an easy thing and come enjoy life with me.
So today we're going to make oven slow-cooked ribs, which are already made, because, we don't like to keep you more than half an hour here. We know you have things to do. And so that was pre-made, and I'm going to show you how I made that. We're also going to make homemade mac and cheese and fresh green beans. But let me tell you something. This works.
Yep.
This works. This, you can do the ribs in the oven because it's so easy, and to keep your meal easy, a box mac and cheese and cut green beans or corn on the cob or mini bell peppers, whatever vegetable you want. Make it easy. You can do a frozen or a can in a box. We do it.
Yeah.
We do it a lot.
What'd I say about this?
He loves this.
As long as I get the biggest portion, I don't care. I do love the taste of this.
Yeah.
And I grew up on canned food. I never really had a lot of fresh green beans. I mean, we had a lot of fresh foods, but for me, that's kind of a preference thing, the canned green beans. But anyway.
So whatever is easiest for you. And the only reason I'm doing oven-cooked ribs, too, is because I didn't want Travis to be out on the grill. But I'm telling you, most dads don't care. They'll be out there doing the lawn on Sunday, grilling up their own food. They are so low-key. I remember with the... I don't know if you remember, Pilar, with the Hawaiian shirt, when we went to a really fancy brunch at the Twin Palms, and every dad was opening their present, and every single
they were
one,
all
they were all Hawaiian shirts. I
and
mean,
we were looking at each other like...
every table the daddy had a Hawaiian shirt.
We had one on, and we were opening a new one. Yeah.
You make me laugh. Hello, Jack. So we made the ribs, and I'll show you what I did the night before.
So do you want to go to that video now?
Yeah, and while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to whisk an egg.
Okay, here, this is from last night. We're going to cut to this video now.
Hi, everybody. This is Wednesday, and what I'm doing the day before the show is I've got a beautiful slab of pork ribs here, and I put some kosher salt on there, and I put on a little bit of cooking oil, not olive oil, cooking oil, canola, vegetable, corn oil, whatever you have. Olive oil's a little too heavy for this purpose. So there you go, the oil is there. And now I've got a dry rub for these ribs. And this dry rub consists of 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne. And get your teaspoon out. You need your teaspoon for cumin, sugar, brown sugar, and more kosher salt. And then 2 teaspoons of paprika, which gives it that real nice smoky color and flavor. And all I'm going to do is literally rub it. Do you think Sandra's watching the show today? Ugh.
Rub your meat.
Oh, stop, Sandra. We have children watching. She's not even on here, and we don't even know if she's going to tune in tomorrow, and we're making jokes without her. Okay, I'm going to flip this over here because you want to get the back, too.
And you're wearing gloves because?
I'm wearing gloves because, 1, it's a little more sanitary when you're touching the pork. And 2, you know what? Paprika will get in your hands and will color your fingers and stain them up. But also, it helps me get a grip on this beef. Look at already the color, huh? So pretty. With the olive oil, it's going to make that slippery. We don't want anything to slip out. So,
beautiful.
So again, this is paprika, which gives it that pretty color. Cumin, like my husband says, we wish we had smell-o-vision because then you could smell the cumin. The sugar, I used a mixture of white sugar and brown sugar and some pepper, just fresh ground pepper and salt. And I think that's it. And a little bit of cayenne. Here's the thing. If this isn't hot enough for you, spicy enough, remember, you can always add more. That's our philosophy, is that you want to be able to add, because it's going to be hard to take away tastes that are strong, like salt or pepper or strong spice. So you can always add. Start with your minimum and work your way. Now it's all cozy, and we're going to sing a nice little lullaby. Good night, my ribs, sleep tight. Like that. You got to sing your food because you love your food. We're going to put this in the refrigerator, let it sit there overnight. Tomorrow I'm going to put it in a slow cooking oven, so it'll be all ready to pull out during the show, and we are going to be making homemade mac and cheese. All right, bye everybody. I'm going to go put this in my oven.
Put the meat in your oven. I'll cut this part.
Yeah, you
I'll
will.
cut that inside.
Yes, you will. Now stop, because I'm wearing shorts. I don't want to walk over there in my shorts.
That's it. We're back. Are you still mad at me for that?
For what?
For that joke yesterday. She is. Look at her.
This guy.
Okay, answer,
But it's
Sandra's.
fun. Okay, asking for, okay. The difference, Sandra, between whisking and scrambling an egg is because when you talk scrambled, most people think that you are scrambling over heat, like a scrambled egg. So even though this is a scramble of sorts, you want to say whisk, not scramble, because then people might add a scrambled egg instead of an egg that is raw and just whisk. Okay, so let's start the macaroni and cheese and the green beans. I'm making fresh green beans, and a shout out to my friend Tammy and Johnny Kavanaugh, because she said Johnny watches the show and we get to the part with the vegetables and then he's out. He goes, nope. So that's why I say I chopped them up so small. Actually,
what are you eating?
Why are you guys
What are
yelling
you
at me?
eating?
Because I want to eat.
What are
I'm
you
just
eating?
trying a piece of the
No.
pasta to see if it's al dente, and it is.
Can I see if it's al dente?
No.
No. This-
Socially distanced.
Socially
Just
distanced.
throw it. I'll catch it like a seal.
Okay. What is let's do this.
Okay, so we don't want to keep you too long here. So We did the ribs. We're going to carve those up for you. We've got water on the stove boiling for fresh green beans. And following my new best friend, Sami Nostrat, she says to make the water so salty that when you taste the water, you make this face. And she says a salted green bean is a happy green bean. So that water has come to boil. So you just keep talking to the peeps.
Well, wait, so what are you doing? You're doing... Okay, so we're also going to steam some green beans. Instead of doing the can...
we're going to boil green beans.
Are you boiling them?
Yes.
Okay.
You didn't listen to me when I said I'm going to make an executive decision.
Look, she made an executive decision and didn't tell me about it. And so now we're going to... I guess we're going to boil the beans. Instead of steam them.
There's water on the floor right there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so right there in front.
Okay.
So, yeah. I didn't want to take a chance because it's a brand new steamer and I want to give it a chance.
I wanted to try it out. Who cares?
But not in front of everybody.
Who cares?
What if you burn yourself?
Let's make the macaroni and cheese.
Okay. We got to get going.
Pilar's hungry.
All right. All right. So,
yeah, look at this. Look at this little face over there.
She's hungry. Okay.
I would love if you warned me before because I'm just like... And then, oh, it's red. Hi.
Okay, we're gonna put.
What is that?
We're gonna put 4 tablespoons of butter into the pan that we cooked the macaroni in. Now you can use elbow macaroni. You can use shells like we did. Any macaroni. Some people even do spaghetti, but it's my idea that you want to have a pasta that is tubular to catch all that sauce. So, Travis, I'm going to have you're going to have to do this quickly.
Me the stuff.
Okay, wait. Let's go to this camera. Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah.
You want to go to that camera right there? Okay, we're on that camera, that camera alone.
All right. So, what he's going to put into this as we go is butter, and he's going to whisk. And as he's whisking, we're going to drop in some flour. Some regular flour. And he's also going to put in some mustard.
That's
mustard. The dry mustard. And then we're going to add some milk, but we'll talk you through everything. I just wanted you to see all the different things that we're putting in there.
And you got the salt and pepper mix.
And we've got salt and pepper. But the thing is,
let me see this, honey.
For new cooks that are watching, the trick is whisk, whisk, whisk. You can't let that just sit. It's not something you can start and walk away from. So I'm going to get him through this. Ready?
She's literally sitting in front of us, and she just commented on the website.
Butter first.
I said hi earlier and I didn't get my shout out.
Okay, so butter first.
We're going to melt the butter.
Okay. And these are stainless steel pots. They say you should never go over medium. So I'm going to just have that on a medium heat.
So he's going to melt the butter in there. And when the butter is all melted, we're going to sprinkle in the flour. My son Justin loves to cook and is enjoying your show. That's great, Loretta. The whole family is watching. Pick something totally tubular. Yes, totally tubular. Such a child of the 80s. Tubular. Tubular, man. Shout out to Pilar. She looks great. Hey, Scott.
Thank you, Scott.
How are things going in Florida? Good.
Oh, Scott.
Yeah, Scott.
Scott and Fabian.
Scott and Fabian. Shout out to Pilar. She looks great. We also don't want to forget that also Father's Day is celebrated in this wonderful month. This month is Pride Month, so happy Pride. And want to let everybody know, Travis and I wear our safety pins on our clothes when we go out to let other children in the LGBTQ that may not have a safe family life or situation that we are safe parents and they can be themselves around us.
Yep.
So happy Pride along with happy Father's Day, and it's our anniversary soon.
It's coming up. I'm going to this camera so that you guys can see.
Okay, now whisk in the flour, Travis. Whisk. Don't stop. Tubular. Are you whisking the flour, Trav? Can I watch? Oh, I can watch you. Our show is so fancy.
All right.
I'm watching you guys in person, and I'm watching it on my phone right now.
Yes. Nice. Okay, that's still hot. I'm going
Right
back to this
behind you.
camera.
We're going to put in
Flour's in.
We're going to put it. Is it whisked?
It's whisked. It's ready.
Okay.
And the heat's
Go.
still on.
Go.
Okay,
He's
now we're
going
going
to
to put
in.
milk.
Yeah.
Boom.
We're going to put in. Was that 4 cups? What is it?
2.5. It's 2 cups.
Okay, 2 cups of whole milk. I always keep whole milk on hand for baking and that kind of thing. All right, so you pour it in the milk.
Okay, go ahead and go back to camera A, please.
Camera A.
The main cam.
Did I do it?
I don't know. Move out of the way, baby.
I don't know what I'm
No,
doing.
you didn't.
Is that it?
Okay. That's okay. We're done. This one. Boom, right there.
Okay. Dry mustard.
Okay. Let me do this. Hang on a second. We're going to go like this, you guys.
I know, Monica. We're so fancy. We're so fancy here. My husband has me doing a production. And we kind of think that this might be where the future of television lies, is going to be people producing in their own homes, their backyards, if they have a studio.
Well, can I say something on that?
Please, yeah.
I was stopped by a neighbor the other day on the street.
You do that, I'll do this.
And he said, you know, what I really love about your show is the fact that you're interacting with us. And, you know, I feel exactly the same way. Every single time we get in front of these cameras and stand up here and do this, it's because we can connect with you guys that makes it so much fun. So if we couldn't do that, we probably wouldn't have made it to episode 20 for sure. So it's because of you guys connecting with us. All right, your phone is over there on her. What do you need?
The recipe. Shoot. Okay, so the milk is in there, so let's go. Let that.
Who cares? You already said,
Okay.
you know. So then we're going to put the cheese in, right?
Right.
Okay.
5 minutes on low. That needs to cook like another 2 minutes. So we're going to put the cheese in.
And then she did all of this, you guys. So this is what she does on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Look at that, you guys.
Oh, is that what you were dreading?
You have to hand grate the cheese. This is not the kind of, if you're going to make a homemade mac and cheese, you cannot use the already pre-grated shredded cheese. It is coated with something to keep those shreds individual. So again, if you're going to be doing this, you need to do the whole thing.
Yep.
So we've got the cheese in there. Whisk.
The
whisk.
cheese is not in there yet. You said this needs to go 5 minutes.
It's been about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's bring
now
them
we're
back.
going to put in the cheese.
We're going to bring them back into the overhead cam.
Suzanne and Paula are talking to each other. What did you put in after the milk? Nothing. Nothing. Oh, dry mustard, right?
Yes, mustard powder.
Mustard powder, dry mustard. And we can put that recipe up there. So it started with melting the butter, and then we sprinkled in the flour. And after we sprinkled in the flour and let that kind of, you know, melt all together, then we whisked it on low. Then we poured in the milk, 2.5 cups of milk, or 2 cups of milk. I'll check my recipe. And then some dry mustard. And that's going to play with each other for about 5 minutes. We're going to add the cheese, right?
We added the cheese.
Okay, so that's with...
So I'm gonna bring Pilar back into this because I feel like she's sitting over there all lonely and whatnot. Look a little dark, baby. How you feeling over there?
Faces. I'm good.
What'd you say?
I'm singing Mad World. I'm lonely. I have to social distance. I haven't hugged you guys in like 3 months.
It's so weird.
I know. It is getting kind of dark though.
Well, you know, as soon as you know this because you've lived here most of your life, but it does get dark, so you might notice in the kitchen that we have some lights in here, but the whole kitchen starts to get dark because as soon as the mountain starts to block the sun as it goes down, there's no way to get light in here.
So we have some time where that's going to be, I'm going to take over there for Travis. And Travis, I think I'm going to have you carve those ribs.
Yes.
That's what he's been waiting for.
Yes, because I taste them. It's a little bit better.
Yeah. So we're going to do that.
There.
It's a live show.
BG says we're hilarious.
I'm putting a little bit more light on my. Yeah.
Again.
Now I can see you. Hi, sweetheart.
This is not a problem in most homes.
Okay.
This is a labor of love. And I love that Travis said about 2 weeks ago, I didn't realize you do all this. It makes it all look so easy because he comes home and he just eats dinner. He says he loves coming home and smelling what's outside. He's like, oh, it smells so good. All right,
Yes,
so let's
does.
do your ribs.
Okay.
So again, I marinated those with a dry rub and some oil, and then baked them at a slow bake for 2.5 hours. So these are ready to go.
Okay,
How
I'll
do you-
get it.
All right.
I'll get it. Pilar, sorry, we're leaving you for a minute here.
Bye.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to transfer this over. First, before I do, I'm going to show you guys this. Oh my God. This smells so good. So when I got home today, the whole house had been baking these ribs, and so the whole place smelled amazing. So let me go to this camera and just hold this up for you guys. Can you just look at this? Oh. Come on. Come on. This is what we're eating tonight.
ASMR. Tap
This
on
is- don't be a weirdo, Pilar. Okay, I like to turn it over so that I can see the ribs on the bottom, because that makes it a little easier to cut these. And that way you're not struggling, because on the top, if you do it, then you can't see where the bones are. And
What?
then towards the end, of course, you got additional bones there. What were you going to say, baby?
Those came out beautiful.
Yes, they did.
While he's doing that, I'm going to take a 1/4 cup of the sauce that's cooking, and I'm going to add it to the egg that I have whisked.
Yes. So how's it going back there? Is your that one's for me.
Sandra has my back. She said ASMR.
Sandra is such an instigator.
She's so cute.
You know, she was yelling at me on Tuesday because I said I didn't want to take a bite of the sloppy Joe because it was going to fall all over the place, and they were yelling at me. Sandra, it was peer pressure. I took a big old bite, but the bowl was in front of it, so when I looked back on the video, I didn't get it all over.
I'm going to talk to some new cooks, Loretta and Sandra. What I'm doing right here is tempering an egg. So we don't want to just throw the egg in there all by itself, because what will happen is it will scramble in that sauce. So instead, I put a little bit of sauce into the egg over here, and I'm going to let it temper. That means just come up to a certain degree, and I'm going to return it back to that sauce.
Yeah, that looks so good. You guys, look at that. That sauce just looks so fantastic right now. And so back to these ribs. So again, she put the rub on yesterday. This is a very easy bake. I do sometimes throw this into the smoker, because I've got a smoker. I can put some wood chips in there, or you can just throw this on the grill on a low heat. You want to make sure it's low so it gets really just so soft it falls off the bones.
Half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper goes into the mac and cheese now. Do you want to do it? Because he likes to do this fancy thing.
Salt
Get ready,
Bae.
Monica. He's going to do the fancy thing.
Oh, sorry. No, I can't do this with pepper because it'll get into my nose.
Okay, no fanciness.
There you go.
I'm embarrassed. Our celebrity's watching us. Kathy Lip's watching us, and we're just goofing her.
This is not goofing. This is what we do in this kitchen all the time. Okay,
I just
now
want to mention that you can get a white pepper if you don't like specks of black showing in your food.
Where can you get white pepper?
Any kind of.
so good.
Oh wait,
You
I'm
guys.
missing this.
You guys, could you just look at that?
Huh?
ASMR. I have to get right into the mic. No, because I'll get. You guys will yell at me for not. Oh, I got an idea. Hang on.
No, I don't want to do it. I want you to do it. No.
Okay, the camera's not even on yet.
No.
Yes, now you do the ASMR.
I don't want to do anymore, Sandra.
I'm
tell
gonna go
them
ahead
no.
and I'm gonna put this sauce into the macaroni now.
I think I ate a bone.
Get
Okay,
that
let's-
all in there.
Let me see.
Oh.
Here, let me get in there, baby.
Put it over here so people can see.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we're putting that sauce on top.
Here. All right. Yep, and now just mixing this cheese up. You can see the cheese is it's not runny. It's not runny, but it's also not real thick. So it makes it real easy to coat all the shells in the casserole dish.
I'm so sorry this dish looks so complicated. It's really not when you're just doing it and not explaining. I've got 3 tablespoons of butter in here. I'm gonna whisk in there some panko crumbs. So here I come.
Ooh, let's go like this then. Boom. Back to this one.
There go. So, while we're doing that, why don't we just talk about what are you doing for Father's Day? What are some of the things that you're going to do for Father's Day? And I want to thank everybody who participated in the special surprise we have at the end of the show tonight. It really is lovely. So, I never thought I would say that meat looks really good. Yes, Kelly, it does look good. I want to try it. I'm not a fan of the sloppy rib. You know, I'm not a fan of the saucy rib. So this sounds really good to me. And I didn't want my guy out there on the barbecue. So what kind of presents are you giving your dads? It's so funny because dads, like I said, the Hawaiian shirt and they're good.
First aid kit.
A first aid kit.
That's actually pretty good.
Make sure that there is some
Band-Aids.
Band-Aids in there.
Burn ointment.
Yeah.
Let's
So
get,
as
let's
soon
get
as
her
that-
back in here.
As soon as that butter is melted, we're going to do panko crumbs. Panko breadcrumbs are breadcrumbs that are Japanese style, and it just means that they're a little bigger. That's all. You can use any kind of crumb. You can use cornflakes if you want. Again, have confidence in your cooking, and it doesn't mean that you have to go mask up, gloves, stand in line because I said use a certain kind of mushroom. No, use what you have. That's what this time is about. This time is about pulling from your pan. Did he burn himself?
No.
Did you burn yourself?
Yes.
Oh my God, he's not even making this up. We can't go to the hospital.
Well, this pot is just sitting back there.
That's why we have pot holders.
What? They're way over there.
No one's going to buy our show.
This
I knew
is,
I should have pursued nursing.
Windex. Debbie says Windex. So, how are we doing there?
We're good. So basically the butter is ready to go. Rick Nahara, panko breadcrumbs are amazing on this macaroni and cheese. They really give it more of an adult taste. So if you do a mac and cheese like this, don't expect it to taste like this one. As delicious as this box Kraft macaroni and cheese is, you're going to bring it up in taste a little bit more adult. So Debbie, I'm going to go to your camera to show them. Now tell us what you're doing there.
I have the melted butter, and all I'm doing is coating the panko crumbs, and Rick is exactly right. It just kind of adults up the dish. And speaking of adulting up a dish, we're going to do a whole show like that, where we're going to adult up some great foods that we've liked as kids.
Someone should buy your shows. Thank you, Rick. Oh my God! Tell him to sit by Pilar. My dad wants me to go sit by Pilar. I can't do that, Dad, because she hasn't fully quarantined for 2 weeks. But believe me when I tell you, never is it more evident that we're in a quarantine than when your kid comes around and you can't grab her into a big bear hug.
Or bite them.
Or bite the top of her head. Look, I'm going to tell you something about this one right here. She wears this cupcake scented whatever, or it's her hair. I don't know what it is, but her head tastes delicious. And so, you want to give her a big hug, but we'll have to wait for a little bit. She's quarantining still for a little while longer, and then we're going to do that. So tell me what you're doing back there, baby.
I put on the panko breadcrumbs, and now I'm going to stick this in the oven.
Okay, that's going in the oven. Need some help with that? Is it too?
No.
Yeah, watch yourself. Oh, don't burn your fingers.
Now,
Okay.
this is going to have 20 minutes to cook. We're not going to make you hang out for 20 minutes. We're going to taste test this rib, and we are going to show you what we're making for dessert. How's that? Because we've got 20 minutes there.
Yes, and we have that special thing.
And we have a special thing that we're showing. So, so that's how you make the macaroni and cheese. I'll just recap because I don't know if we're going to go all the way to the end and pull it out of the oven. I hope so. We'll see.
7:35.
We've got 20 minutes. So again, it was boil the macaroni, any kind of macaroni, elbow macaroni, shells, whatever you have, tubular works best. And then you whisk in some butter with some flour. You put in some dry mustard, cold milk. You whisk an egg, and then you take some of that warm sauce and put it into the egg to temper it. Because again, if you throw an egg right into a sauce, it's going to cook like that. You only want to do that for something like a stir fry. So you temper the egg, bring it to a certain temperature, and put it back in. So then you put the cheese in, and you put all the sauce in the macaroni.
The cheesy goodness.
I forgot to put cheese on top of the macaroni.
I don't even care. It looks so. It looks so
You can
good.
put grated cheese on top of the macaroni.
I'll do it right now if you want me to.
No.
Okay. I don't even care. I don't care. It looks so good, you guys.
You can put grated cheese on top. You can put bacon on top. I'm so sorry. I had my recipe on my phone. I had my phone here, and then it disappeared. So, anyway, so would you like to...
Do you want to try it? Pilar already tried a rib. Pilar, how did it taste?
It was great. I'm going to show it like a beauty YouTuber.
You know,
All gone.
I'm going to put a light on you next time. Last time you were here, it was really light over there. So
That was...
yeah.
Do you want to try a rib, Travis?
The sun has been
hell yes, I want to try a
Okay,
rib.
so again, on the rib, I know there's cumin.
ASMR. ASMR.
What's ASMR?
It's the sound, you know, when you listen to people crunching on it. It's
Okay.
really weird. She's weird.
Oh, Rick Nahara, I have made lobster mac and cheese, and that is
Oh my
a
God,
thing.
it's
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah. Now, what I've heard about mac and cheese is you can fry this for the next day. Have any of you fried macaroni and cheese the next day?
Not yet.
No, but I will.
I will.
I just took a bite of I got a full bite
I'm
of
gonna
all
try.
that rub on there. All those flavors just got down into that meat because we had this marinating in the fridge overnight. And so the whole thing is just super tender. The pork is just coming off the bones and it's seasoned beautifully. This is a really good rib. Oven baked on a low temperature. This is fantastic. This is going to go so good with that mac and cheese.
I also tweaked the recipe a little bit and did white sugar and brown sugar, just for the heck of it. Remember, it's all about trying things. Oh, this is good.
My mouth is watering.
Do you want another one, baby?
Yes, please.
Aw.
I know my lips back got the message to me.
Yeah, let me get you.
Also, I did turn off my mic when I was eating it, because as much as I want ASMR, I can't.
Okay, so
Thank you.
the ribs turned out really good in the oven. And for you people at home that are worried about dishes, that mac and cheese took a lot of dishes to wash, but this pork rib, I just kept it in the same foil that I marinated in, opened it up, the foil, put it in the oven, wrapped it back up in the foil. So
How long did you bake those? Mom,
2.5 hours, depending on your rib.
And if you do it in the,
Yeah.
if you do it out on the grill, just make sure you've got a grill with a thermometer on there. If you don't, or if it broke, because half of the time they don't work, buy one and make sure that you've got a good consistent, 200, 235 temperature.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there, between 220, 240, depending on whether or not you're using some smoking briquettes or wood or something. Her camera is off, so she could devour that like that.
Debbie wrote, "Oh my God, fried mac and cheese is dangerously great. I have never heard of such a thing."
Well, we're going to try
Yeah.
it tomorrow.
So we tried the ribs. They were delicious. The mac and cheese is cooking away. The green beans look beautiful. So now we're going to go ahead and skip to dessert because it's Father's Day and you can have your dessert first
Hell
if you like.
yes.
This is going to be the easiest thing in the world. I've got my ice cream.
Let me get this open for you. Brand new ice cream. There you go. Tell them what you're making me, baby.
Root beer float. Do you have a can opener?
That's not a twist off. That hurts.
That's enough. I swear, this whole show, Kathy Lip, I'm so embarrassed because you're a celebrity watching, and this whole show is Travis hurting himself. And he usually only hurts himself once during the show.
Well, you don't ask me to like do this. Come on.
Yeah.
It's not really a good
Jason
sign.
Allen says, "I want ribs, lady." Talk about celebrities. Jason Allen, golden voice. He's appearing out in Vegas. He just did his first week back in Vegas. He looked great. He sounded good. We watched him on a
the
on a
benefit
fundraiser
thing, yeah.
benefit, and
That was pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was wonderful. Jason, we hope that you're doing well in Vegas.
We sure do.
Yeah, good on you.
Sandra, it's your root beer float. This is not Sandra's root beer float, Kelly. Stop trying to give away my root beer floats.
Now you can do this with diet root beer if you want. You can do it with a cream soda.
We're using-
Somebody asked me.
IBC.
Somebody asked me Tuesday if I've ever heard of a purple cow, which is I think grape soda on.
Okay, wait. Let's do this. I want them to see you do that under that. We're going to cut to this one here, guys, so that you guys can see. It's on that camera. They can't see anything you're doing now, dancing into that camera.
There you go. This mug, we just keep it in the fridge, in the freezer.
Now, look at that.
It's beautiful.
Now, pour it in. Let's do it.
ASMR.
It's not rocket science.
No, but I want them to see it just...
Which is what I love about our
So
show, because I've had a few people, including my daughter, Anna Maria, say, you know what, I forgot about that. I can make that. I have everything in my cupboard right now to make that. And so sometimes all Cooking with Debi and Friends does is jar your memory as far as a recipe or something that you've already had in your house. Remember what I said way back on. Most people cook the same 12 meals and just rotate it. So, Joe Casa says food porn. You want some ice cream?
Well, actually, you know what? Because I'm a dad, and dads do this, I'm going to gift this one to my daughter.
After you drink out of it?
I
Michelle?
just slipped a little off the top. I
Oh,
don't
that's
have the
okay. We're in a
remote.
pandemic, but that's okay.
Kathy Lip says, dude, I'm cleaning out a chicken coop while I'm watching real celebrity stuff. And then, Michelle Rohr-Gerber said, root beer floats remind me of my dad. After Saturday night mass, we'd get ice cream, come home, and make root beer floats. Thanks for the flashback. Haven't had one in years.
That's a sweet memory.
You should celebrate your dad, who's celebrating a Heavenly Father's Day, and pour a root beer float for yourself, Michelle, and enjoy. We all remember your dad so fondly. That was good. Jason Allen said, such good food porn. All right, so that's what's for dessert. We've got the green beans, and we've got, I would hate to keep people...
Why don't we do this? Look, we've got the thing that you want to show them. Let's show them that, and then we'll come back. And if we don't get to the mac and cheese today, because it's only been in there for about 10 minutes, then we'll shoot a video after when we're eating it. We'll post it to our Instagram and YouTube.
That sounds good. Let's do that.
Okay.
So before we go to this, I just want to recap the menu. Last Tuesday, we made Sloppy Joes, served them on brioche buns. You saw that our friend RJ suggested that we make them with tater tots, and Jack and Suzanne did it, and it looked fabulous, and I'm sure it tasted fabulous. Sloppy Joes with tater tots, and we also made, what else did we make?
When, today?
Tuesday.
Oh,
For Father's Day.
Tuesday. Oh my God. What day is it? I don't even remember.
What did we make?
Yeah.
Deviled eggs, because Travis
That's right.
likes
Deviled
deviled
eggs
eggs.
and sloppy joes, which were amazing. And then we put cheese on it, which was Mike Bilberry's idea. And you're a master for that, Mike.
Right.
So
And
thank you.
then today was the ribs, the homemade macaroni and cheese, root beer floats, and green beans for me, because I need to build my plate with vegetables, Johnny Kavanaugh. Replying to Sandra Valls, Connie isn't feeding you 12 different meals during the pandemic. Well, that's what the average cook does, is 12 meals that they kind of rotate. So what we want to do is just kind of expand your ideas on what you can do.
And this is episode 20. So if you look back on either Facebook or YouTube or on our Instagram accounts, you'll see some of the stuff that we've done before. Debbie is amazing in the kitchen, but like she said earlier, a couple weeks ago we were having a big argument, and I said, you just make it look so easy. That's why I used to say, we're going to make some easy meals, guys. And then I'd come home from work and it would all be done, and I'd be like, see? It's easy.
Ta-da!
But it's not so easy, is it?
No. And, it's been a good week. We liked making this food. It was a lot of fun, and we enjoyed it. And we hope that your fathers enjoy your Father's Day, and your heavenly fathers, and your dads right here, and your hubbies, and even the dog dads. You know, those guys that get up at 6 a.m. and walk a dog. Make one plant-based meal sometime. We do, Rick Nahara, we do meatless meals.
Yep.
And
Vegetarian and vegan meals.
Yeah.
Well, let's add another one.
Yeah.
Oh, an eggplant parmesan. Oh
Yeah.
Sounds so good.
And we do have a vegan recipe that my friend Isabel Garrett gave us, so I'm gonna look at that and see how to do it. And my friend Cheryl Anderson talks about cooking with impossible meat, I think it's called. So so thank you for the suggestion. All right, with all that being said, we want to thank you very much. Please tune in a little bit later. We'll show you us enjoying this meal.
Wait, so we're gonna do this, or are we gonna come back from this?
I think that mac and cheese is gonna take a little bit.
Well, let's show this, and then we'll come back to say goodbye.
Okay, and also because it has an egg in there, you probably don't want to rush it, you know? So we want to show you what we put together for you.
Okay, here we go.
The Father's Day blues.
Those were all pictures you were kind enough to send in of your dads, and we just want to thank you so much for inviting us into your home and for literally breaking bread with us. We want you to stay safe and be happy, love well, and salute your dads in your life. Get them a Hawaiian shirt, make them a hearty meal, and thank you so much. This show meant a lot to us today. A glass
Cooking with Debbie.
to Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Sing it, Pilar.
Cooking with Debbie and friends. Cooking with Debbie and friends. Cooking with Debbie and friends. I love singing with you.
Happy Father's Day.
Cooking with Debbie and friends.
Happy Father's Day.